In the room, we do not have a Turkish translator, so if you do have any questions for Alfayeri, please keep them simple. We will begin with questions from remote media. Please use the Zoom hand raise feature to signal if you have a question. We'll begin with Rabia from jinx.tv.
Hello guys, congratulations on the win. My question is for Alfayeri. It is your first LAN event, and how is your experience right now, given that you're very young as well?
Yeah, I'm feeling good right now. It's my first match, but I will be strong the next match. My team experience is really good, yes. And they are so good. And I love my teammates. And
I love you too, bro. I love you too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from Ian St. Lawrence from Valoranting.
From my perspective, it felt like a very dominant match for Boaster and Mini. Did something just click today? Or from your perspective, was everything working super well? Or did you still see a lot of things to like fix and improve?
Well, I mean, we started like 7-1 down or something on Icebox. So I mean, like, realistically, I don't think it was as dominant a game as maybe it seems after that. Like, we went on a spree after. And I think on Haven, Haven was pretty comfortable, but like at the end of the day, Dirkus had to get like a 3v1. Like, there are probably situations we didn't play as well as what we could have. And then as well, like FPX are playing with a sub. Like, they're not in the same form as they would be with Sagetsu. And so like we're playing like a weaker version of FPX. Side is a great player, but you know, their systems and their kind of team play like got nerfed a bit today. So, you know, I don't think it was like.
Do you know? No, joking.
Shut up. You answer the question.
Oh,
yeah, idiot.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I agree with you though. With Sagetsu, because they're not like their full roster, and they had us that kind of close on Icebox. We were a bit slow to start, and yeah, who knows what they would be like with their actual full roster. We know what it's like to be with subs, and it's not a fun time.
I mean, Sagetsu's sick too. You know?
Thank you. We'll take the next question from Declan from Deserto.
Yeah, hi. This one's for Boaster. Dirkus said in the post-match interview that you gave Alfayeri a little pep talk before the match started. I was just wondering what you told him.
I said, Alfayeri, you've got the biggest dig here, bro. Go in. No, I didn't actually. I just
can't be saying that.
No, I just said it was. I kind of got the vibe similar to Trials when Alfayeri was a bit flustered at Trials or a bit nervous. And I was just like, we know how good you are, bro. Like, you don't need to be flustered here. Just go and do your thing. And I think it was the same with Icebox. I don't even think he was nervous. I think he just got unlucky. And then in certain rounds where his head just got blown off. And then he presses tab and like he sees himself there and he's like, oh, I don't want to be here. And I was just thinking like, it doesn't matter. Like in these kind of scenarios, you just kind of focus in and you're gonna pop off the next round. I believe it, bro. You go in and you do it. And then he goes and gets 2 kills. And I'm like, there you go. There we go. That's what we like to see. And then Haven, it was no sweat for him. He had some really big rounds there and super proud of him for his first performance.
Thanks.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from Scott Robertson from .esports.
Thank you. This can be either for Boaster or for Coach. How do you, when you have a player like Durka on your team, and you know, obviously he's not the only contributor on this team, but when you have someone of his level, does it just make the idea of planning and map selection and preparing for opponents, does it just make everything easier?
I don't think it changes our prep as much. I mean, sometimes we're just like, yeah, Dirk is gonna just shit on this team essentially, because we know that like they're not gonna have the capabilities of kind of like pushing him away from certain things. But at this kind of level, like that's not really the case as much. Like usually you're kind of like Dirk, like you probably here or there, like you're gonna be like in a bit of trouble. I think generally what it means is that our strategy is built differently than other teams. Like Dirk is able to do things that other players aren't, and he's able to like make our strategy a little bit easier for the rest of the team, and we're able to kind of like give him less resources, and the rest of the team gets more resources.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from Kobe Zucker from Upcomer.
A question for Mystic. When we talked ahead of this event, you said that DRX was your team to face coming in. Now that you guys have had time to watch them and see what they do and watch the other teams as well, are they still your team, the number one team that you guys want to face, or that you personally want to face?
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know about the team, but I personally want to face them again. You know, like we played them before, and I think, you know, we saw some good Valorant. Yeah, their play style is very structured, you know, and I think there's something that like we look up to a little bit, and you know, we study it, you know, but you know, we're playing our own game, and I think right now, I think they're just a little bit worse, you know, than us.
Can't be saying that, Mystic.
Yeah.
Lose now.
They're more. Well, before I used to say we're just the better DRX, you know. I think they're just the worst Fnatic now. So yeah, I would say him.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from George Geddes from .esports.
Thank you. My question is for my question is for Durka. Sorry, I almost called you Magneto there. I apologize, slip of the tongue. I have a question regarding Chamber as an agent. Obviously, you play him to a very high ability, let's say. Would you like to give your thoughts on what you think about him as an agent? Do you think he should be nerfed or buffed? Maybe, I don't know. You know. So please give us your thoughts on Chamber. What do you think?
I think Chamber should be nerfed a bit with the TP and maybe the guns, because it just like I can shoot once with open, grab my like Diga and shoot instant with it too, which is like a bit broken. But I think what I felt like coming to this LAN and playing the first map, like first two maps, I feel like Chamber is 10 times stronger on LAN than online, because the way you just hold off angles, like you just have more advantage, and it feels like every shot just hits. It's like just so much easier. But I still think like he should get a nerf.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from Aaron from Nerd Street.
Hey guys, congrats on the win. This question is going to be for anybody who feels like answering it. I wanted to ask, this is FPX is a team you've played against quite a bit, but who also went through some extraordinary circumstances in getting to Copenhagen for this tournament, and just around 3 other players, particularly with what's happening in their home countries. Can you just talk to me about how you feel about them? I mean, how is it an accomplishment to you just for them getting to this tournament and being able to compete, for them doing as well as they did with substitutes? Can you just speak to, you know, how you feel about where they are right now?
Yeah, I can get this one. FPX are a team that is really interesting to play, because every time you face them, they show up with new stuff. Like one time they play Yoru, and then they try to play Fade, and like they have new comps. So you work to prepare for them, and then they show up with something completely different, and you have to adapt on the fly. And we practice this ability to adapt with the team, and we are actually quite good at it. But I think it's the 4th time that we play them, like in the last 3 weeks or something, I don't know. And imagine you qualify to Copenhagen, yeah? And then you take a plane and you come here to Copenhagen to play on LAN. And then you see the bracket and you're like, oh, we can play FPX next game. And then we can maybe play Guild, yeah? Like, what's going on, you know?
We've gone from playing in our bedrooms against them to playing on the stage against them. So.
We're going to play against Japan, Brazil, like so hyped. And Korea, wow, like, this is so hyping, yeah? It's FPX and Guild all over again. Come on, you know? So facing them today was challenging, because once again, it's FPX. They adapted, and they tried to bring something new, and we like to play against them, definitely, yeah.
I think also they're like clearly one of the best teams in the world. Like if they actually had their full roster at Iceland, I went to Iceland, and if they came here with a full roster, like they would finish top 3. Like they would finish top 3. So And like the people talking crap about EMEA after Iceland, like FPX and us are like two of the best teams in the world. Like there's no doubt.
All right, mate.
I need you to follow me right. Dude, sass finger. You tell him.
We got Paper X now.
All right. Let's move on to the next question. We'll take it from Arnab.
Hi guys, congratulations. I just wanted to ask a booster. We saw Benkai said that you guys the only team who would dare to choose bind against PRX, and you guys will be facing them next. So where can we see bind on the next match?
So until we actually have a look at Paper X and see kind of where their kind of map tier list is, we don't know what we're gonna pick. Could be Breeze, you know. We do like that one. So yeah, it's hard to say. So, you know, we used to be a formidable bind team back in the day, way before Alfia Enzo's time. Was it before Durka's time?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, way before Durka's
Yeah.
time then. But maybe we'll have to bring it back and show them the olden days style of complete ownage. No, but yeah, who knows? Who knows? We'll see once we get Minnie and I get on the old VOD with anti-Stratton and whatnot.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from FD News Facundo Dominguez.
Thank you for the question.
Well, here he is.
Well, first of all, congratulations for the win. Well, it's a personal thing that I want to say is, can you send a message to the Latin American community that's cheering for you? And my question is, how do you see for the rest of the tournament?
How do we what, sorry?
How do you see the rest of the tournament?
Like, how do we see it going?
Yes.
I don't know.
Well, should we all say hello to
Hello to the Latin.
Latam. Ready? All together. We'll say hey Latam and then just wave. Ready?
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, Latam.
There, that was a really good voice.
Lovely stuff.
Good strat there. Yeah. So now, how do you see the rest of the region? The tournament.
I mean, who's left to play? Like, we're so in our own little bubble.
Yeah,
we forget. Guild versus FPX?
Yeah, Guild versus FPX. I mean, honestly, all I'm thinking is we want to go straight to grand finals. We want to win whoever we're playing and lift that trophy.
In front of a crowd this time.
Optic X, that's a banger too.
Yeah, there's a lot of bangers coming up.
I don't know, they're coin flip games. Like, all the games are really close. Like, I know that we had like a bit of a dominant scoreline in one of the games today, but I think that there's so many coin flip games. There's so many overtimes. Like,
yeah.
Good luck predicting.
Yeah. We don't know yet.
We don't know.
All right. We'll move on to the next question. We'll go back to Declan from Bisterdo.
Oh yeah, my question's for Enzo. I was just wondering how it feels to be on stage with Fnatic this time as a full-time member, and how is it kind of different than Iceland?
Hello. It's a great feeling because for the first time, like last time in Iceland, I was a stand-in, so you know we do what we can, right? And now, like, we finally had the time to prepare. We had a lot of weeks online to prepare for this tournament. We know what we have to do. We all know each other. Like, we are ready for each other. Like, you know, we are teammates. So, I mean, it's lovely. We came here to win, and we have a chance to, you know, fight to win this tournament. So, yeah, I'm super happy. That's how I feel. I'm just super happy to be able to play with my teammates.
We also got Dirk on the stage as well now.
Yeah, finally. Dirk is coming out of his room and he's playing the game, so it makes things easier, right? No, I'm just happy to play with these guys. That's it. Like, I'm super happy.
It's great to have you here too.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from Kobe Zucker from Upcomer.
This question's for Boaster. In the paper press conference, they mentioned that they were looking forward to playing you guys. They think their duelists match up well against your duelists. So my question is, how do you think the matchup's going to go? And also, if you can give us a hint, what do you think the walkout with Benkai is going to look like?
Oh yeah, I get to walk out with Benkai. No hints there. You'll just have to wait and see. As for the game versus Paper Egg, yeah, super excited to play them. We've never played against them before. We've seen them at events and we've seen them kind of online doing their thing in the APAC region, and they definitely have some firepower, but we've got some firepower too. And it's going to be a banger of a match. I got a feeling I'll let you know once we get the anti-strats going, see what they're kind of doing, because I don't even know what they do. All I know is I'm going to be in the buy round phase, and I'm going to be like, all right, so what we want to do, buy round goes up. So what we want, whoa, they're pushing us everywhere. And that's kind of what's going to be happening, I imagine.
Thank you.
We'll take the next question from Ian from Valoranting.
Hi, this is for Durke. For Haven, you can't pick yourself. Who did you see as the MVP of that map?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Mini.
Yeah, Mini.
Yeah, Mini. I think Alpha stepped up really well after Icebox and had a huge round, especially like last round. And like even Buster did well on both of the maps, so it's like one of them.
Thanks.
No problem.
Unlucky boys.
Thank you.
I'm taking it, Alpha mate.
We'll take the next question from Diego from BLR.
Hey guys, I've got a question for Minnie. When you were eliminated from Reykjavik, I remember you said that one of your main issues as a team was overdependence on the system that you and Boaster had built and an over-reliance on Durka. So how have you worked to fix that in the recent months?
We got Durka
We
back.
just decided Durka would kill even more. That's what we did. No, I think that adding Enzo into the team full-time really helped us kind of like have someone there to support Jake and kind of just have more of a supportive element that meant that like when rounds break down in those weird ways, we don't have to like go on a script. Like we're playing a lot better unscripted. And I think there's two reasons for that. We're playing better unscripted because we can just kill more people because our firepower is upgraded, in my opinion. And secondly, we play situations out a bit smarter because we have a smarter team.
We'll take the next question from Rabia from Jinx.tv.
My question is for everyone, and would like to hear everyone's opinion here.
Please pick one player.
Shazam.
Please pick one player for your question.
Okay, then anyone can answer. It's not like. So Shazam mentioned that Pearl is the worst map he has ever played in any video game, and now that it has entered competitive queue, what are your thoughts about it?
Right.
Has anyone here played?
We played it the other day.
I think me and Missy played ranked yesterday on Pearl for the first time, and I think we love that map. We like the design a lot. We already have a comp, so we are ready.
We've got lineups.
What happened?
What
happened?
What happened in that game?
Like triple overtime.
Basically, we got Yassine, the ex-guild player, with us, who showed us everything, and we were like, "Okay, let's go."
There we go. Then.
Neon's the play, guys. Neon's the play.
Don't tell them.
No, why do you leak, bro?
What the hell, man?
Go, baby.
Thank you. Are there any more questions for Fnatic? We'll go to Ian from Valoranting.
For the walkouts that Boaster does so well, is the team giving any feedback on those or helping with those? Or is that something we can blame totally on Boaster and Boaster alone?
I mean, I showed him at breakfast today, and that was pretty much it. I was like, "This is what I'm going to
What
do."
did you do? I didn't see.
I did a squat, and then I poked my ass out, and then I flexed.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
It's that TikTok that's like the physics be tall and super strong. We always get along. I don't know.
I mean, peek behind the scenes is your walkouts are like usually in the moment.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
like celebrations, we plan a little bit more.
Yeah, walkouts I don't want to put too much pressure in thinking about them because then I won't enjoy it as much. I don't want it to become a chore. I just want it to be like, if I feel like doing it, I'm gonna do it, and then we'll just do that. Yeah.
But we do VOD review afterwards and make sure, you know.
Yeah, make sure it's looking fine.
All right, and we'll take the final question from Scott Robertson from Esports. Oh, we got a couple more. So Scott, go ahead.
In talking about celebrations and considering your post-match celebration today, do you predict that the real Shroud will end up on an international stage this year?
I hope so.
Yeah, hopefully.
I don't know. The NA scene is pretty competitive in their region, and I mean they did pick up Zelsis, and he's a pretty solid player, so they've got that as well. It's just hard to say, isn't it? Really, I don't think so. Like he's just come into the game.
Probably not.
Obviously both.
The focus is so much on Shroud, but like Zelsis is Zelsis is like the perfect player for Sentinels. Like in terms of brand and skill, like he's just so good. And so like it's kind of funny that Shroud get to the highlight when Zelsis was actually a really good pickup. So if they actually pick someone up instead of Shroud, like who was a bit more like Zelsis, like I think absolutely, but I think it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah. We don't know. We're not even in NA. We don't even get to play ranked for Shroud, so who knows?
All right, and we'll take the final question from Rabia from Jinx.tv.
Now that we are talking about the post-match celebration, whose idea was it?
I came up with it with Yinsu. We were talking about. I told her about an idea I had where we meme on Shroud, and then she was like, "No, don't do that. What you'll do is that one of you just comes in, and the other people just fangirl, fanboy, like just fan over him, be like, oh my goodness, worshiping him and stuff." So yeah, we didn't even rehearse it. I was just like, boys, just pretend, and then just pretend Mini's Shroud, and we have to go crazy.
Good acting, Minnie. It was actually good acting.
It was actually, you're standing there looking shroudish.
You're missing the coffee, man.
I believed it.
He's better than Panda, bro.
Oh, wait, in the outfit, the little panda outfit you had to wear.
We should have put that here.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Fnatic, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today. This will conclude the final post-match press conference of the day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tech.